Hello, welcome to July meeting of Central Jersey Electric Auto Association. It's July 2021, July 7th, and it's 7 p.m. So we have 777. You may notice that I'm all shaved, and that's because I was impacted by poison ivy on my hands, and from my hands it went to my face, and so that I could better use cream, so I had to shave. So let me share the deck. Actually, that would be better to do it this way. And today our meeting could be a little bit shorter. We'll see how it goes. So I wanted to call it last Zoom meeting, but last Zoom meeting because a couple of things. One, the pandemic is in the stage that we can actually resume in-person meetings, and secondly, it's not a winter, because even with that pandemic, I don't think we will have in-person meeting. Actually, we could have in-person meetings in a winter. Yes. So agenda. I have few things to share. News, Independence Day EV count. If you didn't participate yet, everybody's welcome. Sustainable Jersey webinar on municipal fleets. New Jersey charge up rebate fiscal year 22. This is in effect. We can just briefly mention it. Alex, he's not logging from his home, but he is attending Metuchen Cruise Night. So, he's just coming in. Hey, Alex. I'm just at the agenda. If you are ready to report, I will give you availability right after that. Then we'll go to events planning. I will mention that we have NYAutoShow volunteering opportunities. If we have Dory Kerber attending, we will talk about the dealer-customer engagement via a punch card, if you will, that me and Dorian, we kind of developed or proposed. And then next meeting could be in person in Milltown. Alex, how are you doing? Do you want to share your screen and show what's going on in Metuchen?
So, hey, can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
So I'm actually quite perplexed. I got here about 10 minutes ago and there is no car show in Metuchen. I even took a little cruise around town. So apparently I didn't get the memo, but there's no car show. If anybody wants to Google, look for some cancellation thing, I don't know.
Well,
I'm here, I'm ready.
I was looking actually today because I wanted to have a picture on my slide deck to show that there is something, and they mentioned that it's weekly, right? Every first Wednesday, which perfectly coincides with our meeting. So I was actually contemplating to reschedule it, but it looks like there is nothing.
Yeah. So sorry, not much to report here.
Are you in your leaf?
No, I'm in the Volt right now.
In the Volt, of course, because the leaf has white seats. Yeah. Did I tell you that our red Bolt is now in the shop in a dealer for warranty repair because the battery failed the diagnosis, and now we got a loaner, and the loaner is 2021 Chevy Bolt. So we are very excited. It's of course better car. Nice. From many perspectives. The only thing that I don't like is that it's gray. It's such an ugly color. It's unbelievable how ugly it is. But anyway, this is very little thing. The range is longer. We have the heated rear seats. We have the electronic rear view mirror, which my daughter, she loves it. It's just, okay. Anyway, this is distraction. Let me go back to my screen. So yes, so let's go to the Independence Day EV count. This is actually third year that Plug-in America has organized it. So if you haven't done it yet, it's very simple. You log into this website, which you can see on at the bottom of the screen. You know, there are instructions, and then you pick a location which is safe for you, which doesn't have too much traffic and not too little traffic. And you bring with you cardboard, you know, paper, and you do tallies. And with the tallies, you essentially count how many vehicles are gas, how many are plug-in hybrid, how many are all electric. And when you have at least 100, then it's good enough for you to log in back and report the numbers. So that would be, and you can do it until July 11th. So if you haven't done it, you still have a chance. Sustainable Jersey had nice, wonderful webinar. It was led by Tracy Woods. Actually, Tracy was one of the leaders. And I will not spend too much time on it. They were case studies from Paterson, from another town. And what they were talking about, they have now developed a system, how they monitor their municipal fleet, not just electric vehicles, but the gas vehicles. And they figure a way how to be more efficient, how to decrease the number of vehicles, which saves money, and how to pool the trips together. And some of the towns now, I don't know which one it was, they implemented the electric vehicle, and they started to monitor how much they are saving, carbon footprint and everything, and dollar savings, which is very important. So if you are interested, there is a link here for recording and to download the presentation. Now, I want to do one thing here. I want to share it with you. Copy, done. And where do I have chat? The thing looks different when I am presenting. Does it mean that I have to stop sharing in order to be able to open chat window? I guess that could be the case. Chat here, okay. Paste. Okay, so if you want to open the deck, now you can do so. So let me go back. And I noticed that we have, and welcome the other people, Dave, Dorian, Kerber, also already talking about it, and Lois Kraus. Lois, I know that you have very little time. Go ahead, unmute yourself, and I'm going to show the slide that I want to show regarding the Westfield show. Lois is from Westfield Green Team or Westfield Environmental Commission. Am I right?
Yeah, the green team, yes.
So we will have EV show on Saturday, October 2nd. What time do we plan it?
I think it's 10 to 2, Stan.
Okay, because I didn't make a note. 10 to 2. Which is just about 4 hours. So this is good.
Mm-hmm. Around lunchtime. So if
Yeah,
people can come before or after, we were hoping maybe 2-hour blocks that people could come.
Yeah, and it will be in a Westfield train station, right?
Yes.
Okay, which will have lots of good foot traffic. Am I right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
So it is an alternative vehicle show. So it will be obviously all the EV cars, but we're also going to have electric lawn maintenance equipment.
Very good.
As well.
And
so if anybody has
Bikes?
Steel or Husqvarna, or they have bikes or scooters, something else, by
Yeah,
all means,
yeah.
please come and bring them.
I know that Richard posted recently on a picture on Facebook that he's got his electric bike. Am I right?
Yeah, I just got a new electric bike.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's great. And I have a bicycle rack that I bought last summer for my mountain bike. So I'm ready to travel. I can load it up and take it anywhere as long as there's a road.
Okay,
Very
well,
good.
awesome. So we have another meeting tomorrow, Stan, and I'll keep you and the team apprised of how we're doing.
Yes, and the food trucks will be there.
Yeah, we're working on
Okay.
food trucks as well. Mhm.
It will be very good because this is the lunchtime and
Yes.
people will be hungry.
Absolutely.
We are going to post this on our meetup
Okay,
as an event. We are going to mirror it on Facebook, which reminds me that I didn't create event for today's meeting on Facebook. Well, right.
I'm
Anything?
gonna
Yes.
drop off. I'll try to join by phone, Stan.
Okay, good.
Okay, thank
Lois,
you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, so I was talking about the municipal, the webinar by Sustainable Jersey about the carbon footprint of municipal and school fleets. So now you can click the links. Now the Charge Up New Jersey rebate. So, you know, it was not really sure until the beginning of July what it's going to be. But essentially, whatever was proposed during the straw proposal, that's what became live. So I don't have a wording on it, but essentially, for vehicles that are priced from 0 to 45,000, they're eligible for the full $5,000, which is calculated just like previously, $25 per electric mile range. And for vehicles that are between 45 and 55,000, there is a cap of 2,000. So which also means that if the vehicle has less than 200 miles range, I'm thinking it could be even less than 100 miles, and it's between 45,000 and 55,000. There are not too many of them, or maybe there is none. Okay, then it just kept 2,000. So most Teslas, other than base Model 3, and most, I'm not sure about Model Y, but probably not too many because it would have to be less than 55,000. So they will have $2,000. It is point of sale, so it will be subtracted from the sale price directly. Plug-in hybrids do not get any extra treatment. Oh yeah, so this slide also shows that I was contacted by a guy, New Jersey correspondent, Hugh Morley, and he reported on June 6th about the straw proposal. I call it rage because many of us were complaining. And today or tomorrow, he's going to release a follow-up article, so I'm very curious. When you hit the link, you will see the PDF file that I have downloaded to my Google Drive. This journal is paid, so it's not free. And I asked him to give me the article when it's available. So when it's available, I will share it with you. Since I have lots of people here, I just want to remind everyone and welcome to join or renew your Electric Auto Association membership. It's very low price because Electric Auto is grassroots organization and we cover our expenses from membership fees. So if you like what we do and would like to be part of it, please join and renew our chapter. The base price for adult is $35 annually. You can also subscribe for higher level membership. Young adults 18 to 25, they have only $15, and children less than 18, they are free. And both the membership fee and donations are fully tax deductible. Now, we already covered that, so there is nothing going on much in Metuchen. I hope they at least have businesses open. Obviously they do. Okay, events. So I was on that slide before. What is in gray is kind of risky and not confirmed. I was in contact with RideWise, with Leanne McGowan, and so we have a suggestion, two suggestions. One would be in Somerset County Business Partnership. They have a site, it's a commerce chamber, Chamber of Commerce. It's on Route 22 East in Bridgewater. So it's coming pretty quickly, and I didn't hear back. So let's see what happens, but it would be in the morning. And we also suggested that in September, Raritan Valley Community College would participate in NDU, National Drive Electric Week. This is more likely to happen, partially because we have more time and because we have good partners in Raritan Valley Community College. If you remember, in April, we had a nice webinar on Generation Z electric vehicle drivers. So Sue will be our partner on that project. Another National Drive Electric Week on Friday, October 1st, we will have in partnership with Sustainable Princeton. I think I mentioned it before. It will be in Princeton Shopping Center. And I'm thinking that I can finally actually enter it into the site. By the way, if anybody wants to volunteer to be the city captain, if whoever will do it will be entered into raffle to win a charging station. I don't need really charging station, but we need to enter this, excuse me, event into NDU National Drive Electric Week website. So if you are interested, please let me know, unmute yourself or put it into the chat. The next day, Saturday, October 2nd, will be in Westfield. We already discussed that. Regarding Duke Farms EV show, do we have Kathy here? She sent me email just a few minutes before we started that she will not be able to attend for most of the part because some family reasons, but she was able to get in touch with someone in Duke Farms, and so things are moving slowly, but they are moving. We are not necessarily targeting National Drive Electric Week here, but we want to make sure that we coincide with farmers market, because that's how we want to get the foot traffic, the audience. And EV Parade, this is our wish list for Alex and Kathy. I don't think we have any new developments. Alex, can you comment?
Sorry, I'm in transit here. No new progress there.
Okay, no problem. And speaking of our partnership with Delaware Valley Tesla Owners Club, I think the next joint meetup is on Saturday, July 10th. And there are 6 locations. The most, the nearest for Central Jersey and North would be East Brunswick Supercharger. Jason, do you want to make any comment here, or?
No, that's about it.
Yeah.
Where we meet up the second Saturday of every month there, just to hang out, meet each other. Next, the exception though is going to be not this July, but August. It's switching to Magnifico's ice cream, which is really close to this location, Route 18. And it's going to be, I believe, a Sunday from 3 to 5 at an ice cream place instead.
Sunday from 3 to 5?
Let me see. It's Sunday, August 15th from 3 to 5 p.m. And in our area, it's at Magnifico's ice cream on East Brunswick on Route 18.
Is it closer to New Brunswick or further away?
Closer.
Closer.
It's like 3 minutes north, more north on Route 18 than the mall location.
Okay, is it on the same side of the road or is it on the northern side?
It's on the north side.
North side, okay. Good, good. I think we will have a meeting ourselves before the August, so we have plenty of time for that. But it's a great idea. Yeah, I love ice cream. Who doesn't?
Cars and cones.
Good. I have also populated a list of classic car shows or cruise nights. They some of them are weekly or regularly, like the East Brunswick Square Mall, which we were just talking about. And so they are on Sunday. The next would be this Sunday at 4 p.m. Then we have Mondays on, they're already in progress, but the next one is on the 12th. It's in Linden Aviation Plaza. They call it Galloping Hill Cruise Night. I know that some of our members are regularly attending.
Yes, I would highly recommend the first one, the East Brunswick Mall one. It's the same location as the Cars and Coffee we just talked about.
Yes.
I try my best to go to that one every Sunday. It's been really hot out, so I might have skipped a week, but that's a really good show. There's usually a lot of people there, whether it's people from the show or traffic from Route 18 or traffic from the mall.
Yeah,
A lot of people stop in. I've talked to, it's one of the best shows for talking to people about the cars. Highly recommended.
Do you also go to Linden?
I only went twice earlier this year. I have not.
Listen, I think you are quite active. Do you want to have one of the flags?
I have nowhere to store it besides my car.
Oh, wow.
I'll think about it. I'll let you know.
Who is talking?
Stan, it's Dorian.
Hey, Dorian.
I just want to let you know they changed because of last Sunday being a holiday. The farmers market's from 11 to 3. So I don't know if anyone want to get there a little earlier than 4, but you might get some of that farmers market traffic of interest, maybe.
I think we would need to formally partner. Who is running the farmers market? Environmental Commission or township?
That's the Sustainable Jersey task force, green team.
Green team. So I suppose it's East Brunswick Green Team, right?
Correct.
Okay. If you have some contact there, please connect. Because we can have shifts. One shift would be with the car, with car show later, but the first would be with the farmers market, right? So when whoever would have the flag for the first part would give it to the next person for the car show. So that's just an option. And I suppose that the audience would be also different, right?
Right. True.
Quite likely, because I just
now with the mall being open too, you're going to get more traffic from in many ways.
Yeah,
but it's more presence and more outreach.
Good. Also on Sunday is Red Bank car show. It's not free. You have to pay $15. The next one that I see here in July is Texas Roadhouse car show. It's in Holmdel, which is not too far from Red Bank, if I know the map. It's free, and the other events are also free. So only one is paid. But the last time we were talking about another event, a car show in Hasbrook Heights, which is in north. I don't have it listed here, but it's also not this month or next month. I think it's scheduled for September, and it will be also for $15. Patrick was reporting on that last month. Any questions regarding car shows? Classic car shows. I'll go to the next one, New York Auto Show. This is a hot topic. Last year, right, it was first postponed and then canceled altogether. This year, they are shooting for August 19th to 29th. And it's going to be a very well-attended event. It will be sponsored by Con Edison, the utility in New York City. It will be in Jacob Javits Center. And we were invited to volunteer. There are 4-hour shifts. And here is the link, and you can sign up for any from 1 or more shifts. I didn't sign up yet, but I will do it as soon as possible. Want to make sure that I get some reasonable time shift so that I don't have to take time off from my work. And yes, there will be free ticket. So, you know, this is very good deal, and it's also opportunity to promote electric vehicles and talk about our chapter, maybe get new members. I think there will be people from New York, from Long Island chapter of Electric Auto Association, maybe Hudson chapter of Electric Auto Association. So definitely, this is a good opportunity to raise your voice about electric vehicles. Anybody wants to talk about? Anybody is planning to attend the New York EV Auto Show? Don't talk, everybody. Okay, I'll take it as an answer.
I tried to unmute myself. Yeah, I would definitely. I'm definitely interested in going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you.
Is
Ken.
there a particular time slot that you recommend? I mean, do you want to do it together, or do you want to cover the bases?
I think we should scatter. It doesn't make sense for us to have meeting with each other. We better scatter. And now I don't know how much space will be there, whether we can bring the whole flag. It's gonna be indoor. But I have a canvas with the statement Central Jersey Electric Auto, which I know it's limited to Central Jersey, but
it doesn't matter. It's fine. That's what you need. Yeah.
And yeah, there will be tables available. We can bring some flyers that we have retained from past about the Electric Auto Association. But primarily, I think the goal will be to talk about electric vehicles, answer questions to people about, you know, how does it work? Where do you charge? How do you charge? How much does it cost? What range do you get in summer, in winter? How often you need to go for service? Do you need to go for inspection? You know, all those details that, you know, we tend to forget because, of course, we don't mind that we don't have to go to inspection station, but most people don't know about it, just like they may not be aware of all the incentives. So, yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll look at the schedule and I'll register.
Good. Thank you, Ken. So, hey, Dorian, do you want to talk about this one? Because it started with you. I mean, you had different idea, but I think this is great to come up with a process of engaging not only the prospective EV buyers, but also the dealers. I sent them email today. I mean, to whom? To Brian Hughes, who is the communication manager of New Jersey Coalition of Automotive Retailers, or and Appleton, Gene Appleton. He's the president of NJ Car. Maybe it was the short notice. I didn't receive anything back, but this is something that I would like to discuss with them because we need their buy-in. So what is it about? We would create a flyer. And on the flyer, it would be like a punch card. I call it punch card because I remember in the past that when I was in my previous workplace, we wanted people to go from one station to another station on occasion of some event. Everybody would have a puncher, maybe different shape at each station, and you just collect, hey, I was here, and they would give you the punch. So at the end, when you have all the spots covered, you can drop it into the lottery, thingy, and you can enter into lottery the drawing, to win some prize. So in this case, because it's going to be scattered through the whole New Jersey, what it would be that we would have pre-printed every brand that sells at least one plug-in vehicle. It could be plug-in hybrid or all electric, and people would print it out, right? They would go from dealer to dealer. The closest dealers for each brand that is available from their home. And so they would complete the field that for this brand, let's say Ford, they would say, okay, we have seen the Mach-E, and then either stamp from the dealer or signature, right? And then it will be Chevy, right? Tesla, Honda, Hyundai, Kia, all these brands. Now even Jeep has plug-in hybrid. Not that I'm excited about it, but anyway, I'm talking too much. Dorian.
Yes, my thought was it's a way of reaching out to the dealers to participate, but it's also an education for people who really don't know much about electric vehicles. They're aware of it, but they don't have details of it. And we would also provide some information about, like how many have been sold from whatever year to what 2008, 2006 to now, to show the increases of the sales and that people are really getting into purchasing a hybrid or electric vehicle. Also information about how much you would save going to a gas station and how much charging stations that are growing, and municipalities, again, there's more grants coming and opportunities for them. Plus some townships, more of the townships I know, several of them, they make it mandatory for redevelopment that they need to install 1 or 2 charging stations and make it public. So it's growing. Plus we have the highways as well, that there are other areas that are growing with electric charging stations. But we'd also be an education at each stop, plus learning about that vehicle. It's because some people are very focused on a brand and that's it. I understand, but this way, now they're getting some information at each location that we can come up with, the maintenance schedule. And it can be with, in general, and then they can target specifically, I really like your vehicle, and then they can speak about it further. But I think it's a way of really getting more people interested and aware that they're going to be speaking about this event. That I just thought it might be a great opportunity.
Yeah, so it's interesting that what you are adding is not just seeing a car and have it signed, but also making sure that they learn as they visit the dealer. But also it doesn't have to be dealer, but maybe we can have also free text part, maybe on the other side of the card, where they would maybe have 3 questions to answer. First, what is your favorite part on that you learned? What was the most surprising, maybe? And then we can, you know, have open question. When do you plan to buy your next electric vehicle? You know, and which one would you prefer? So it could be something like that. And by having those questions and saying that this is required to be entered into the lottery, maybe, you know, it will just make people think about it, you know. And can you comment also on our idea of charging the dealership to participate?
Yes, we came up with a fee of $50 per dealer, and that would assist us with this plan of, you know, whatever gift cards we're going to get or prizes, you know, basically for the drawing. And in addition, we can really, you know, post things, have maybe additional signage, lawn signs or something to assist us in that way. And then the rest would go towards whatever needs we need to do.
I think we need to spend money on marketing of this event.
Correct.
Because we want to make sure that people do know about it, right? So we have already 2 contacts for journalists. These are not the mass volume media, but I think we can also use paid service on Facebook, which I've heard it's actually not too expensive. And so we can leverage that option. It will pretty much pop up advertisement for people who meet certain criteria. I think we can say, hey, anybody in New Jersey, have it available. And we can also say somebody who doesn't own an electric vehicle. Well, I think I'm just dreaming. Essentially, I never done the Facebook ad, but I think I'm ready to punch, to pull the trigger on that.
That gets expensive.
You said that it's expensive?
It can be.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Andre. I actually do this on the side. It's really not expensive. I mean, if you go with like somebody else, they may charge like a service fee, which may be ridiculous, but you could spend like $150 a month, which come out to like $5 a day. And you could target, you know, 1,000 people, you know, a day or so, you know. So it's
Andre,
really cost effective as well. Yeah.
Yeah, Andre, can I follow up with you on the site?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. What is your email? Can you maybe direct send me a message on your email?
Yeah. Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Thank you.
We also can put it on tapintoit.net and patch at no cost, you know, do a press release. And maybe we can reach out to some of the green teams and environmental commissions within the area to get it advertised, like the Friends of the East Brunswick Environmental Commission. I'm sure they would put it on there.
How about if we contact NJAC and ask them to send it, field it to us, to all the environmental commissions. They have regular newsletter.
Yes.
And hopefully,
I can ask.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'll ask Deanie. Yeah, well, we're on a LRWP together, so I'll make sure I ask her. I'm writing that down now.
Okay. So
I'll speak to her by Monday. So
you will speak with Deanie, right? Okay.
Yes.
She's a great contact.
Yeah, she's terrific.
Andy, would you mind if I put you on our mailing list?
Yeah, sure. I think I'm already on there.
Are you? Okay,
honest.
good.
I was gonna go to the NYAutoShow, I think last year, but you know, the pandemic happened. So.
Yeah, of course.
And I also can put it, I'm sorry, on Jersey Waterworks. That's like hundreds of people. That's elected officials, everyone.
Yeah.
At no cost.
That's fantastic. Thank you. Andre, what town are you in? Just curious.
Yeah, I'm in Hackensack.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, pretty much north. Okay, good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. So that's what it is about. Let's keep fingers crossed that we will be able to get the dealership association on board, because we really need them, because that's how we would communicate about this program to the dealers. And it would also allow us in the future, when we develop the communication channel, to communicate if we decide to have the dealership award program, as I was talking last month, which I didn't move the needle at all. But it would be great if we have the communication channel so that we can tell them, hey, we have something for you. But yeah, it's a music of the future. Speaking of which, because our organization is called Central Jersey, we need also to display that we have support from the whole New Jersey. And I know that Ken is on board from North Jersey, and I have no idea who represents the South. So if you know somebody from South, hey, Richard.
That's me.
Yeah. Who is the leader of South Jersey Electric Vehicle Club?
Oh, I would say two people. One would be Patrick and the other one would be Ken.
Mm-hmm. Patrick,
Yeah, D something.
yeah, David.
David.
Yeah. I was trying to reach him. I have an email address in the database that is pretty much like a sustainable Monroe, but I don't think it's active, or I don't know.
I can send him something. He responds to all my comments.
Yeah, I connected through Facebook, but you know, my presence on Facebook is very uneven. I have to force myself. Okay, so that's about the dealership engagement program. What do I get next? Oh, I'm just bragging, you know. So I presented to NRG in March, and finally, last week, the National Electric Auto Association received $200 check, which is deposited on our behalf. So, but this money goes essentially against our meetup fee. So, you know, if we have more donors, we can have more expenses. So anyway, national events calendar, just like Dave Hansen was talking about, the event, which I see he's not listing it here, but it is in the chat early on. Actually, if you logged in after he sent it, you will not see it. So so Houston chapter, they have wonderful program. They will have meeting tomorrow, and HEAA.org. They will have two speakers, one from Hawaii Electric Auto Association, and the other one I forgot. HEAA.org, all the information is listed there. Plus what you see on this page. Next.
Yeah, unfortunately, I haven't gotten to putting it onto the national, but
oh, yeah, you're here. Good.
Yeah. Sorry, I've been moving around, so I had to turn off my camera and mic because I want to mess things up in terms of everybody else. But yeah, I haven't gotten it into the national setup, but yeah, anyone who goes to HEAA.org can get the registration for the link for the Zoom meeting.
Right.
Of course, if somebody happens to be in Houston, we are now doing hybrid, so you can actually come in person again. But
it's not going to happen on our end.
Right. Well, you never know when somebody's traveling. I'm hoping I'll be traveling through Central Jersey. I have relatives there. I was born in New Jersey, and so I was born in North Plainfield. Yeah. I hope to do that.
Yeah.
And
you can charge in my garage, you know.
Oh, Thank you. Yeah, that would be helpful. But I was just going to mention the other speaker besides Nanette from Hawaii is a gentleman named Buzz, the evangelist, with the E and the V capitalized. And he will be talking about the electric pickup trucks that are coming out.
That's right. That's right.
So if that's the particular type of vehicle someone, or someone who likes that particular type of vehicle. I know a number of people have just been saying, oh yeah, I like the idea of EVs, but I need a pickup truck. And so I think those will be popular when they come out.
Yeah, don't get me on the topic of pickup trucks, because I would be ranting when people say that they terribly need pickup truck.
Well, we all know, a lot of people, they just drive it as a personal vehicle, but there are some people that need to be able to run
to haul stuff, and this is legitimate. I am completely agree with that.
But we all know a lot of people just use it as a personal vehicle.
Okay, let's move on. Our next meeting, Dorian, do you think we can confirm that live?
Yes, I think we can.
Good.
I will let you know tomorrow or the next day.
I was thinking for the in-person meeting, it's better to have it not exactly on Wednesday, although I remember that when we started in 2020, our meetings were religiously on Wednesday or Thursday, if I remember well. But I think Fridays may be better because it's a little bit more like, tomorrow I have no job, I don't have to work. Okay, so yes, so Friday, August 6th, let's shoot 7 p.m. Hopefully it doesn't rain. If we are in the pavilion, then who cares? It can rain. If we are lucky, we can meet some local residents. We can talk about electric vehicles, about charging, blah blah blah. I would ask that if you can bring some small refreshment to share. Bring your own beverage.
They do have a fridge there if needed.
Yeah.
If you don't have a cooler.
So it's public space. It cannot be alcohol, right? Unfortunately, but
right. No.
Yeah. The address is for the American Legion here, but the pavilion is circled. Did I circle it right?
That's what it looks like. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Milltown is conveniently located from Route 1. The exit is just south of New Brunswick. From Turnpike, you would take New Brunswick exit. That's pretty much how you would get if you want to take Turnpike. And this is end of my deck. What else do we want to discuss? Let me stop sharing. How many people do we have? 12. Hey, Ron, how are you?
Doing pretty well. I just got back from a road trip, drove the ID4 all the way down to Southern Florida to West Palm Beach from West Orange, New Jersey.
Fantastic. How was your experience with your Volkswagen ID4?
I think it was pretty good. I mean, it's not a sports car, certainly, but it's, as far as range, I think they under promise, over delivered. I averaged about 270 miles of range per charge. So I was able to get on the way back from Raleigh, where I stayed overnight at a friend's house. We got back from Raleigh to West Orange with only 2 stops to charge if you leave with 100% from Raleigh. So it wasn't bad.
Good to hear that.
Yeah, the only downside is the Electrify America system is fine as far as charging, but they're at Walmart. So I saw, one too many Walmarts on the way down and back up. And if you hit a Walmart in Waltersboro, South Carolina at 11:30 at night, you'll see what I mean by these things should probably be located either at gas stations or rest stops.
So how long have you had your ID for?
Since the middle of March.
Oh, so you've got quite a bit of experience with it. Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just found out yesterday that we have a member who bought an ID4 and he and his wife love it. Yeah.
You definitely see more of them in Florida than you do in Jersey. So I hadn't seen any out in the wild here in Jersey, but when I got to Florida, every rest stop, there were 2 or 3. Or every charging station. Yeah.
Wow, very good.
Which
Glad
is surprising.
Glad to hear the numbers are getting up there. Good.
Good to hear. Ken, your hand is up. Do you want to say something?
An update on the EV shows we've got planned here.
Yes.
We have I'm in close touch with the folks in Ridgewood. We're working together on a couple of events. One is going to be this is at the adjacent to the farmers market, which happens every Sunday. And we're looking to have something towards the end of August. So this would be maybe 6, 7, maybe 10, volunteers to bring their cars there.
You
Would
said
love
Ridgewood?
to have an ID4. Yeah, Ridgewood.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be there from probably 10 until 2 when it closes.
Do you have it sealed, the date and everything?
Maybe 10 to 1.
You're cutting off a little bit. I cannot hear you. Does everybody have issues?
No date yet. Yeah, I'm not sure why. Yeah, my it should be working with the Wi-Fi, but I never know. Either Wi-Fi or cellular. Let me turn off the video. That might help.
Okay, so August.
No.
Which August
Hello?
is it? Yeah.
We don't have a date yet.
Oh, you don't have. Okay.
So we don't have a date yet, but I'll let you know
said
when it is.
End of August, right?
We are shooting for the end of August.
End of
Yeah,
August.
could be if we don't get it together, it'll be in September.
Okay, and you said, but the time of the day you were kind of more specific, right?
Yeah, that will be almost certainly between 10 and 1 or 10 and 2. Yeah.
That's in 10 to 2, and you said Ridgewood.
Ridgewood.
I hope
yeah, RIDGEWOOD. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it where in Ridgewood?
At the farmers market, at the train, at the train
Farmers.
track, at the train parking lot.
At the train station.
Yep, it's on the west side of the tracks.
Parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And we're going to have we're going to have our own, we're going to be present at the Ridgewood Car Show, which is an annual event of, antiques and sports cars and all that good stuff. That has a date, but I don't have it in my head right now. It is in the middle of September, and I can provide it to you. We've inquired about getting a dedicated, group of spaces for EVs, and we were told that they charge an additional $100 for that, and we're not sure if it's $100 per vehicle or $100 total. If it's $100 per vehicle, we're not going to do it. Because as it is, they charge $25 just, to bring your car there.
Okay, and it's called Classic Car Show, or how's it called?
I think it's the Ridgewood Car Show. It's it's downtown, all around Veterans Park. It's really a great event, and it's a lot of fun. They have it between, I think, like 4 and 7. So afterwards, you can get dinner. There's a lot of restaurants in Ridgewood.
4 to 7 p.m. Okay.
There's also 4 new EV charging stations in a brand new parking structure that they built earlier this year.
Did I misunderstand you, or did you say that they charge $100 per car to participate?
Right. No, we're
was
getting
if.
clarification on that.
It was if.
We're not sure.
Because if that would be the case, there is no deal. But if it's
Well,
per group,
if that's the case, then we would just go individually, and that's $25 each, and we would be lined up. You have to get up in line to go and to get your spot. And if you're early, we think we could probably get 4 spots together. So, that's.
I think then in this case, maybe
option.
$100 would be a group, but there must be a limit.
I think it must be, but then if it's a group of 50, that would be different from a group of 4. So we will find out.
Okay.
We'll find out what the,
It's
what
on
the story
September
is.
10th. It's on September 10th.
September 10th.
You found it?
That sounds right.
Yes, I did online.
Great. Thanks.
Yeah, it is a lot of
Yeah.
great restaurants. I used to visit my relatives up there. A lot of great, good places to eat.
Yep. Yeah, it's a very popular event, well attended. And there were only 2 of us with EVs last year. Well, actually 1, Justin Manger, who's and the green team in Ridgewood. So there was a lot of talking to do. So hopefully we'll have maybe 4. I know there's 3 or 4 of us that are definitely interested in going. If others are interested in going from this group, you're more than welcome. So it'd be great to have a variety of cars. And I was considering asking a local dealer if we could get a Jaguar I-Pace or a Porsche Taycan, something expensive and hot to get the eyes over. So that's my next task, is to reach out to some of the dealers.
Yeah, Taycan would definitely do it.
Yeah. Yep. And the last, well, that's way out. Next spring, Ridgewood is going to plan a large EV presence at their Earth Day event, which was canceled last year and this year, and they're really itching to do a big EV show next year. So I can provide more details later.
They do advertise this Ridgewood Car Show several places, so it's well advertised. New Jersey Car Shows, Old Ride, the Ridgewood Chamber, AARP, geez. And also, the townships, or I don't know if it's a town or city, I forget.
Town, yeah.
Okay. That's pretty good.
It's a good event, well attended. I think people from all over, at least Bergen County, attended. I'm sure they're.
Which day of the week is September 10th?
I think it's
Friday.
a Friday. Yeah.
Yes, Friday. 7 to 10.
7
and
to
the
10?
whole downtown is closed.
It doesn't last. I mean, the problem is you may have to commit to being there till 10, because I think they won't let you out until then. That I'll have to confirm that. I didn't think it was that late last time, but
wow,
that's
unlikely. I mean, are you sure, Dorian?
That's surprising.
Well, that's
me.
what they wrote, but maybe it's only, that's what they have here, 7 to 10.
Huh. I'll find out. I mean, my contact.
But then on another listing, it says 5 to 9. So 5 to 9.
That sounds better.
They must, I don't know. It's on different websites, but 5 to 9 looks this.
But you have to get there early. You have to be in line early, and so it's actually earlier than that. If you want to actually bring your car, you've got to be there early.
Yeah. I think the way how these events work, when they have lots of foot traffic, they want to make sure that people arrive ahead of a time, and they don't want to admit people later. But if somebody needs to leave, it's like, they will be upset, but I think they will have to let you if you want to leave. I remember that with Franklin Township, when I attended years ago, our festival, they were very strict. They didn't even tell me that I have to be there so quickly. And some people were actually turned down. So we didn't have as many vehicles as I wished for. But then it was very hot. People were tired, not much foot traffic anymore. We just left earlier. It was possible.
Yeah, I would
So-
say by 8 o'clock last year, things were really, thinning out. I wouldn't say
Yeah.
cars were leaving, but there was less traffic because people were going to get something to eat.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing you probably could sneak out early. I don't believe that there were pylons or obstructions that the
Mhm,
police put
mhm.
up to keep people from leaving. I think it's just, they want people to hang around till the
Mhm,
end. That's all.
mhm. Yeah.
But if you have to leave, you leave. I think you're right, Stan.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'll provide more info when I get it, and I'll send it to you, Stan, and you can you
Okay,
can
I'm
post it.
I'm just updating the slide deck because I want to be able to release it as soon as possible. Okay, good. We have Mark Collins. Hey, Mark, have you attended our meeting before? I don't recall. I just would like you to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit more. You don't have to if you don't feel like. I think Robert Crimmins, did you log in before? I know that you attend lots of events, in-person events.
Yeah, sorry, came in a little bit late today.
How is everything?
Everything's good, can't complain.
Robert has experience with working at Tesla. He was there when Model Y was being developed. So I remember the stories. It was very interesting. And one comment that I have essentially about Model Y is so similar to Model 3. If you don't see them side by side, and you have to think about for a moment. I mean, is it tall enough? Yeah, it's probably Model Y. It's easier to say from the back than from the front. Am I right, Robert?
I think it's an opinion. I think the front actually looks very similar. I think it has the same headlights, same fascia, same vent. I think the top deck lid's a little bit higher being a hatchback.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Most of my friends confuse 3 and Y from the front.
Okay. So if we
I
have,
know I always
think
have
I,
a problem distinguishing 3 from Y in a parking lot. If I see one.
Mm,
Yeah, I don't think I introduced myself. I've been following the group for, I think, since 2020 last year, but haven't got a real opportunity to jump on a call or anything. But my name is Andre. I moved here in 2019. I'm in Hackensack. I have a Model 3, and I mean, yeah, that's about it, I guess.
good. Thank you, Andre.
Andre, where'd you move here from? I'm trying to place the accent.
Yeah, so I'm from St. Louis, Missouri.
I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, North Side.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up in Walnut Park, and then I
Okay.
moved to St. Charles. So
yeah, I was just there actually on Emerson Place over
okay.
near Lillian. Yep. Went to Barry Uncle, unfortunately, but yep, I knew I recognized the accent.
Yeah. Nice.
Impressive. I wouldn't be able to tell by accent. Okay, so if we have nothing else, I would like to thank everyone for attending, for logging in. As I mentioned, our next meeting will be in Milltown, and I hope that I will see as many of you as possible. But remember, before that, we have also joint meeting with Delaware Valley Tesla Owners Club this Saturday, right, Jason? At it's in the morning, right? 8 to 10.
Yep, 8 o'clock. Feel free to show up at 9 or so. Should still be there for sure.
and it's open for all brands, even though the meeting is at the supercharger, and you will be probably inundated by mostly Tesla owners. But
How
that's
do you
okay.
know that?
I've been there
Last
twice.
month, I know. There's also Voltas there. I think they're not broken anymore.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what I do. When I get there, I try to take advantage of free charge, and I just, plug it in. So, okay, good. Thank you very much for coming, and I wish you happy summer, happy July, and check out the meetup page, because I'm going to populate some of the events, and yeah, have a good night.
Thank you, you too.
Thanks, Dan. Great meeting.
Yeah.